guys, it's Brianna. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. Today, I'm going to be doing a video about ways I de-stress and ways to help you de-stress during this time, especially since we're stuck inside our houses. During this time, everyone knows we're under quarantine, and right now some of the rules are being lifted and the stay-at-home restrictions aren't as serious as they were before, but still a lot of social distancing is still in place. So I understand that this can be a really stressful time for people, and also people who are graduating or people who don't have jobs, or just a lot of stress is going around. And so I wanted to share the ways that I try to keep myself mentally stable and kind of just get all the bad vibes out, if that makes any sense. And if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notebook. Mental health is super important, and I think especially right now, everyone needs to talk about it, because for months, people have been kind of stuck in their house, and some people have been stuck in there alone, and that is really not good. Humans crave interaction with other people, and I know for me, it was kind of hard at the beginning just because I never realized how much interaction I really had at school and how much I appreciated seeing all those different people. I really just lost my train of thought. Don't know what I'm saying. So I'm going to share what I've been doing to kind of help myself and kind of keep myself in a mental state that is healthy during this time. Number one, I would say, is set up your environment. I am a person that likes to say like vibes, like I want to have good vibes going, like I don't want everything around me to feel awful and negative.
Side note, please ignore the amount of times that I say like in this video. I didn't realize how bad it was until I started editing.
Just set up your environment around you, especially since we've been stuck inside a lot. Like, this is the time now that if you hate your room, like rearrange it, do something else, like decorate it the way you want. Amazon is a lifesaver. Make your environment around you something that's gonna help you enjoy being there. That's what I do. I like candles. I love candles so much, and I'm really weird, but like the lights in my room, I don't like my overhead light. I only want it like a specific white color. I don't like fluorescent lights, if that makes sense. I personally am super duper stressed when my room is not clean. Like if I'm just laying in my bed doing nothing and my room is a mess, I will freak out and I feel like I can't get anything done. Even if I try to do something else and be productive and even leave my room, it's always in the back of my mind that it's dirty. I would just suggest setting up your little environment, getting your good vibes going, making sure it smells good, feels good, sounds good, all of the above. I literally thought I was just filming for maybe 10 minutes, so I hope I remember what all I said. The next thing I like to do is just try and get the outside inside as much as I can. I love opening my window. I love getting natural sunlight. I love being outside. You can ride your bike. You can literally, if you don't want to do anything, just take a blanket out there and just sit on the ground. Like just sitting in the sun, soaking up the sun is good for your skin, just good for you, and it helps boost your mood even if you don't think it does. Changing your environment and changing like where you're at, especially if you're super overwhelmed and super stressed, just getting out of that area and going somewhere else helps you change your mindset and helps everything get out of your head. And that helps me a lot, because when I get upset or I get stressed, I get really easily overwhelmed, and then I just feel like I can't handle anything. And so that helps me. It's to just like change my environment, or get out, even just like going for a drive. Literally getting in my car and driving around helps me so much, helps me just get my mind off of things. It kind of sounds stupid, but it really does help. The next thing I really like to do to help me kind of de-stress is I plan my day and I journal and I write down what I'm doing. I have this journal, and right now this is what I'm reading out of for my YouTube notes. And I just write down anything that's kind of on my head. A lot of this stuff is for YouTube. I have church notes in here. I have a separate planner where I also write things down, but this helps a lot, just kind of getting things off of your mind and not having to contain everything you're thinking about in your head. Like I've even written down like edits for a video, so I don't have to think about, oh, what did I want to edit here. Some people do like dot journaling, I think is what it's called. This is kind of more that style, or bullet journaling, that's what it's called, not dot journaling. Bullet journaling, this is kind of more that style of bullet journaling. It's just like little trackers, like there's a water tracker there. This is my small victories for the week, what I wanted to do and what I needed to do, and then I help keep track of like my mood. But this is a little tracker I have for like the daily goals I want to do every day. Setting like lists for yourself and setting schedules for yourself really helps you. Doing nothing is actually really harmful for you. If you just do nothing all the time, it really, especially just for me, I know if I'm doing nothing all the time and I don't feel like I'm getting anything done, I get in like a really bad headspace and I just get super overwhelmed thinking about all the things that I want to do, but then I feel like I have no motivation to do anything at all. So if you write stuff down, especially like a day before you're gonna do it, go to sleep with the idea that you know you're gonna do it. It really just helps you to get up and motivate yourself and not get stuck in this rut of just like laying there and feeling useless and gross. This kind of ties in to my journaling and everything, is my quiet time and my Bible study. I've recently started really getting into that. Like I've always done little Bible studies here and there or devotionals here and there, but I've never really been able to stick with it, and that's one habit that I really want to make and do better at. That's another thing I write in here is just my Bible studies. Put away your phone, turn on some worship music. It really just helps your mind just kind of clear. I'm never as peaceful as when I'm worshiping. Like during worship is the most peace that is ever in my life, and that's for a reason. And so really just like taking your quiet time and doing Bible studies or praying and just getting your kind of intentions right and your mind right and what you're focused on is really just good for you and good for your body and good for your mind and good for your relationship with Jesus. Another thing I want to talk about is this. Get off your phone. I personally have been on my phone so much more because I haven't been as busy. I haven't been at school. I haven't been doing all these different things where I'm not on my phone. And so it's really easy to get stuck in going through Instagram or going through TikTok. It really makes you get a lot more insecure even if you don't realize it. I've noticed myself like subconsciously kind of comparing myself to other people and not knowing it until like later I'll see something that someone else has done and I get really easily jealous, and I don't understand why because I didn't used to be like that. And so recently it's kind of like been hard for me to be happy for other people, and that's okay sometimes. Like that's okay to realize when something is hard for you or you're dealing with something, addressing your feelings and figuring out why exactly you would feel like that is a really good reason. And no, I'm not saying that phones are the reason people are sad and phones are the reason that, because phones are really helpful for a lot of things. And later I'm going to show you some apps that I use to help me like de-stress and help me kind of get through different things. I've set limits on my phone for only having like an hour on Instagram, and I think it's an hour and a half on Instagram, an hour and a half on TikTok. At midnight, all of my apps shut down except for like messages and phones. Like all of them are disabled until 8 a.m. the next morning because I don't need to be on them. I need to be getting in bed, going to sleep, because I get in bed and then I'd get on TikTok and then it'd be 2 in the morning and I'd be like, oh my gosh. It also does help your sleep schedule. Spend time on yourself. If you know that you've had a stressful day or you know you have something stressful coming up, spend time on yourself. Do all the little girly things or guy things, whatever. I don't really know what guys do, so I'm just gonna talk from my perspective. If I've been stressed or like if I've had a really hard day or I've been working out a ton that day and like my body just hurts or something crazy, I'll just go take a bath and like put all the smelly good stuff in it. If you have bath bombs, put bath bombs in it, or just like put your favorite kind of soap or body wash in the bath, make a bubble bath, light some candles, and just like chill. Do face masks, do your skincare routine. I know I personally feel I could do nothing all day, and if I do my skincare routine or do a face mask and wash my face and everything, it makes me feel so much better about myself because I just feel like something's been accomplished, even though all I did was wash my face. But it just really helps you to feel better about yourself. But really just take care of yourself. There are little things that you can do every day to just make yourself feel better, and in the long run, like, they might feel like stupid in this moment, or like you don't really want to do them, like you feel unmotivated to do it now, but you'll probably be really thankful for it in the future. Do whatever's gonna make you feel confident, because there's nothing else for you to do, so might as well feel confident. I don't know, like, might as well do everything that you can to make you the best version of yourself and get your brain right and get your body right and do everything and just like be confident in who you are. Okay, last thing I'm going to talk about is just finding a hobby or finding something that you really enjoy, and find something, like, if you're creative, if you love to paint or love art or love music or love video games, I don't know, like, just find something that you love. Why am I out of breath? People don't realize that it's good to just get your emotions out somehow, like your feelings out somehow. Do something creative and just do something that is gonna help you get those emotions out, because if your emotions just stay bottled up on the inside, you're gonna get like way overwhelmed. And that's from personal experience. I've found that doing something creative really does help you, or at least just doing something with your hands. When I get overwhelmed, my brain runs 500 miles an hour and I would not know what to do with myself. And for a lot of people who feel like that, and me, and when you feel like that and you're just bottling everything up, it can really just lead to self-harm and you doing things trying to get your emotions out that are not healthy for you at all. And then those are just gonna give you sometimes physical scars and emotional baggage and just things you're gonna have to deal with in the future. So that is why I'm suggesting to you to get creative, use your hands to do something. Even if you're not the most creative person, set up something where you can just get your anger out, or just like go outside and kick a soccer ball. Like, people who are involved in sports, go outside and throw a football or hit a baseball, or just do different things, but get your anger out, get your emotions out, because it is not healthy to keep it on the inside. One thing I want to mention too is different apps that you can use to kind of help yourself if you're feeling overwhelmed, like struggling with mental health, a mental illness, struggling with stress, struggling with a bunch of just different things. There's this app called Moodpath where it sends you reminders every day. Just ask you questions that you wouldn't really think to ask yourself, and it analyzes your mental health. Another app I have is called Calmharm. This app gives you different activities to do when you're feeling the urge to hurt yourself, or you just don't know what to do with your emotions. Like, different examples of it are like find a rubber ball and squeeze it as hard as you can, or punch a pillow, or run as fast as you can and see how long you can do it for. Just like I said, getting those emotions out and getting that energy out. The last thing I wanted to say is that you are your #1 priority, and do not feel like you owe anything to anyone else to be fine all the time or be strong all the time, because you don't have to do that. You owe it to yourself to make sure that you're okay first before someone else. Take time to feel how you're feeling and recognize your feelings and know that they are valid. If any of you are watching this right now and you're struggling with different things, be welcome to DM me, or I'll list some different hotlines in the description. Always feel free to talk to me, DM me. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you liked this video. If you did enjoy it, please watch my other videos and like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.